Stromness Museum is an independent charity. It was founded in 1837. It's run by a board of volunteer trustees. There are custodians that run the front desk and they are paid staff. 2017 was the first time that the museum had actually a paid curator and collections staff. We know that the collections in Stromness Museum are really significant, internationally significant, but we had no proof of that. Part of the establishment of the collection development team was to do a complete inventory and audit of everything in the museum, and the inventory and audit included the photography of the objects and a new website, because we had a very basic website before. So the new website has a searchable database on it, so we can make the collections much more accessible, and we can relate the collections internationally and nationally and locally to all the other collections and heritage centres that are around. The collections development team consists of myself as the curator, a collections development officer and 2 exhibition assistants who also cover outreach. So we went way beyond the amount of events and outreach that we said we would carry out, just because there's always opportunities when you're working with other people, and it's something that we think is really, really important to engage the community and make the museum accessible to children and get them feeling grounded in their heritage as they're growing up, because it will be a lifelong passion and sense of belonging and sense of well-being as they develop into adults, so all very important to us. COVID hit in March before the end of our collection development team project, and the museum is a Victorian building. It's very difficult in the current layout of the building to actually have a one-way system, and the visitors we can have in has been reduced to 10 at a time. So that's had a huge impact on our ability to earn our own income and to keep things going. So we switched to putting as much online as possible, and we developed this idea of the museum without walls, because it's the collections that are important to the people. It isn't actually the building. We pushed a lot of things online and tried to support and communicate as much as we could in that vein, which was very successful, I think. We now have a far better understanding, and so does the rest of the world, if they look at the catalogue online, of what we have. We are now poised to go to the next stages of our development, going for becoming a collection of national significance on the German fleet collection and our World War collections, which would be in conjunction with the council collections, specifically the collections that are shown at Scapa Flow Visitor Centre Museum in Hoy, because it is one collection in reality, because it came from the same German fleet. It just happens to be in different museums, so that would make good sense for going forward for Orkney as a whole. I dread to think where we'd be without the leader funding. It's been an absolute godsend.